of today. It's going to be NaS versus NetWars. Now in Season 1, if we saw this matchup come up, we would almost think this is kind of a guaranteed win for NetWars here, but this is Season 2. They've lost their star man in Bonus TrueTouch. From what I understand, doesn't want to play in team leagues anymore, so NetWars are struggling a little bit. They're nearer the bottom of the table here. Let's actually have a look at their record so far. So NaS are killing it this season, 3 for 2, doing pretty well. NetWars, however, 1 for 4. They've got kind of, I mean, they still have a roster of such amazing players, and yes, they've played against pretty much all of the best teams already. So I believe they played against White. You know what? Let's actually have a look at who they've played against, because there is a screen that I always forget to use. But it is something I actually have. So if we have a look at NetWars history, so they played against Rev, who are killing it this season. They played against Ash, who are, like, they're doing really well. They're still close to the bottom of the table. They lost against Soul, and they lost against White Clan, and they also played against IRK as well. So the top 3, well, minus Valhalla team, they've played pretty much all of the top 5 teams in STPL Season 2 so far. So this is going to be a tough one still. NaS are killing it, as I said. Let's actually have a look at our first map. It's going to be Multiverse. I won't go into the map too much, as we have seen it twice already today, but if you are tuning into this the first time, it is a 4-player map. Depending on the spawns, the map plays out very differently. Close by air is going to be super important here. It is going to be a TVP, so we've got another TVP here, at least if I remember correctly. No, it's a TVZ, sorry, TVZ. So close by air could be very, very detrimental here for Terran, but very, very good for Zerg. Let's have a look at our 2 players. This is going to be a very strong start here from NaS. They are not pulling any punches. As up first for them, we do have the Belgian Zerg, Eon Zerg. And Eon, STPL rank 4, he's won 8 of his last 10 games. He's 6 for 3 against Terran. Now, he would actually be on a killer versus Terran streak, but he lost against Forever on this map by losing to a Vulture run by. So we'll have to see if Eon falls to the same problem here. And his opponent for NetWars is going to be the one, the only, their captain. It's Ziggy. Now Ziggy from Poland, of course. Also another fellow caster. I think he's the best playing caster in terms of rank, minus maybe Artosis. But in terms of outside of the big names, like Artosis and that, I guess Zero as well. Zero and him are both very, very good. Zero might be slightly better than Ziggy, but Ziggy even both are good in 2 games. He's really good in StarCraft 2, and he's pretty good in Brood War as well. His rank, or his games so far in the STPL haven't been that great, but he played a lot last season, where he played against some of the best players from their respective teams, and in Season 2, he's actually not doing too badly. He's 1 for 2. He did lose to Avi, but Avi's obviously a very strong Zerg player. Let's get in to game number 1. It's Eon Zerg versus Avi here on Multiverse. Oh, and yeah, Nyoken as well. Okay, starting us off here in the 12 o'clock position, we do have the Red Zerg fighting for NaS. It's Eon Zerg. And his opponent here fighting for NetWars in the blue from Poland. It's Ziggy. Wait, did I... What's it say on versus Avi? Am I losing my mind? And Yan Hyuk is an incredible player. Unfortunately, though, he has a tendency to do a thing called Hyucking himself, which was a meme on Team Liquid a long, long time ago. And it's because he has a way of throwing 1 games or throwing series he should have won by being his own worst enemy. So I don't want to talk too much about not the game, because this is an Eon Zerg game. He plays very, very interestingly. He's going for a 9 pull here after the Overlord. So I guess no, this was a 12 pull, right? Huh. Maybe overpull. It's so hard to read Eon Zerg's builds sometimes, especially if I, like... TT1 saying Yuck gets a bonus stat during the winter because he gets to wear his winter coat. Oh, that's kind of funny. But Sham2, I'm glad you like the stats at the bottom right. I've been thinking of other stuff I can add there, but I've kind of hit the limit of stuff that I'm showing already, and I don't know what else to add. So if you've got any suggestions and you want to help improve the STPL production, just throw them at me, man. I know you probably won't want to give away too many trade secrets, given it's rumored that you're bringing back a Vat-U, so you're going to want to get ahead of the game somehow. Okay, well, historically, there was something that me and Sale used to say to each other where Eon's games would not really last more than 4 to 7 minutes. That was two and a half years ago now. Things haven't really changed too much since then. He's obviously a lot better at macro than he used to be. But he's very good at attacking early, he's very good at killing people early, and that's why he's going for 1 base Hydra behind this 9 pool. Now, Ziggy's actually playing a little bit cheeky, adding a factory in the middle of the map here. Gonna see if he can get a vulture run by, but unfortunately, the only things running by are gonna be these lings into his main, and he's got nothing to defend. He's building a bunker, the bunker may not go down. Like, if he finishes the bunker, he can still hold on. But it's going to be a case of he has no Marines to put in the bunker anymore. Now the SCV is doing an incredible job against the Lings. He cancels the bunker as he knows he doesn't need it anymore. Good moves by Ziggy. And he is holding on, and obviously Eon Zerg, he's only on 1 base right now. Now there is a single vulture. Luckily enough, Eon went for a Hydra, so he is going to be able to hold on to this. Just about. Okay, there's Hydra speed coming in. Now, this is something you don't often see, but there is 2 vultures. They are going to be able to trade pretty well with the Hydras. Now, despite popular opinion, vultures can actually kill Hydras without mines. They just need to micro really well. Gonna keep an eye on the vulture health more so than... You know what, we can look at both. Look at this. Look at this production value, guys. This is next level. So, Ziggy obviously kind of all in as well. Both of them are relatively all in this game. Now, Eon Zerg is trying to squeeze out another hatchery. That is not something I really expected, but he has held on against the vultures for now. Now, there's no speed, there's no mines, there's no SCV up here to repair, but it looks like Ziggy is going full all in here. He's going to grab everything he has, going to leave a few... Oh my god, wait, is Eon Zerg just going to get broken at the front? Does Ziggy break in here? Is he going to get a ton of drones? Okay, the Hydra's in the middle, killed all the Marines. The SCV is going to try and hold strong, but there's a Vulture in his main now. It does take 3 hits from a Vulture to kill all the drones. Well, kill one of the drones. If it was 3 hits to kill all of them, that would be a bit broken. And we don't T-Soggy, but... Wow, multi-prong Harassia coming in, getting another drone. Eon Zerg obviously very low on drones from earlier. Getting another drone. This is really, really good for Ziggy, but he's lost so many vultures already. Oh, he's going to get another one. But the Hydra's in the main base. There's not that many SCVs left either. This is a crazy game. Are we going to be able to wait until the 6-minute mark to get use out of those 6-minute cursor modes? Or is someone going to fall? 3 Hydras can do a ton against the SCVs. The vultures unable to get it. Wait, why is he on setting another drone out today? Well, that was certainly weird. Ziggy not mining though, however. He cannot rebuild his vultures. He cannot repair, but he's got 3 vultures here against 2 Hydras. One of them has gone down. The second one gonna go down as well. There's a Marine helping out this. The Hydras though, they're on the CC. The SCVs are low on health, so they have pulled back. The Marine actually going to be doing a ton of damage to this Hydra. And Eon is about to lose all of his drones, but no, he keeps them alive. There's still a single Hydra left. The SCVs, have killed one of the Hydras that were attacking him. There's a drone out in the middle of the map, but Ziggy taps out, he loses his final vulture, and we do make it to the 6-minute curse. We've done it. GG. Ziggy taps out, and Eon Zerg in a very nail-biting game takes game number 1. Okay, so obviously that was a very, very quick game, so what we will do is we won't bother going to a break or anything, because what's the point? We just got back. I'll load up the next replay. We're going to be going into, let me double check, I believe it's going to be Terra versus Vingzil on Whiteout, but I'm just going to make sure there was definitely no... Yeah, so it is Terra versus Vingzil. Should be a lot of fun. While obviously a very fun 3-player map, let's actually introduce both of our players, because Terra, much like Eon Zerg, has made a name for himself. He's quite infamous here in the STPL, as he is known as the Polish powerhouse. He got 2nd place in the Corrupted Cup 2019, only losing in the final to Bonith. Yeah, he lost to Bonith in the end. I keep getting confused between BSL, where Bonith didn't make the final, and the Corrupted Cup, where he won the whole thing. Wait, no, did he? Did Bonith win the whole thing? He did, right? Oh man, there's so many good tournaments recently, it's so hard to keep up with all the results. But luckily enough, in the STPL, we have all the results right here on screen. 7 for 5 against Protoss, a 70% win rate overall, rank 12 as well, out of nearly 250 players, I think, overall we have in the STPL now that are ranked in the ELO changes. So, amazing work. Vingzil, however, for NetWars, got a 60% win rate himself from Poland. Not played too much, but the games he's played, he's done pretty well in. He's beat a couple of Koreans from White Clan. He's lost to Oya and Dreamer, and he beat Herbie. So he's not played any Terrans just yet. So looking forward to seeing him go up against Terran here in our second matchup between NAS and NetWars. It's Vingzil versus Terra. Okay, starting us off here in the bottom middle position, we do have, in the black, fighting for NetWars from Poland, it's Vingzil. And his opponent in the Terran, in the magenta, playing as Terran in the top right hand corner, we have the Peruvian powerhouse himself, it's Terra. He is in the Terran technically, I guess, so I didn't say anything wrong there, guys. We'll just, we'll forget I just said that. It's all good. Now, this, this is a pretty cool matchup. Terra, obviously very, very good in TVP. Vingzil, from what I understand, is actually pretty good in PvT. Obviously, we've not seen evidence of that in the STPL so far, but always good to see TVP. One of my favorite matchups. And seeing Terra, obviously, he's one of my favorite Terran players to watch in the foreign scene. So, always a treat to see his TVP. His TVT really good as well. He did go 6-1 against Koga or something, which was just ridiculous. And his TVT good too. So, Terra, definitely a treat to watch. Vingzil is a treat to watch as well. So, let's keep an eye on what's going on. Okay, gate core, or gate gas core, fairly normal. Vingzil tried to go for a gas steal, I think, but it got blocked by Terra getting his gas quite early. Terra interestingly opting not to wall in. Maybe he'll wall in. Yeah, he's going to wall in with this depot. But that does kind of make building your factories a little bit more awkward. So usually you would see the Terran player put the factories up here, or maybe down here. I'm not sure exactly how Terra plans to do it on this map, because we've not seen him TVP here. But I did see a TVT from him on this map back in 2018 in the STPL Christmas Cup #1. He played against Scan on this map, and it was one of the most ridiculous TVTs I've ever had the pleasure of seeing. It was amazing. Just while we got a little bit of a lull in the game, I just want to send out another huge shout out to our sponsors, Liquipedia, for being such an amazing resource for the Brood War community, as well as many other games, and B, also for being so generous with their $500 initial donation to the prize pool, as well as hosting a bracket contest when we get to the playoff stage. Should be a lot of fun, guys. Looking forward to getting a lot of people in there. Team Liquid. As well, of course, a very great website. Lots of information about Brood War there. The TLPD is amazing. Liquipedia is, of course, amazing as well. And if you can help, do head on to Liquipedia and help out, because Liquipedia is always looking for more people to edit the articles and everything. Liquipedia started with Brood War, and we should certainly not let it end on Brood War either. Obviously, the other games have a lot more people playing them, so if everyone does a little bit, we can all achieve a lot. And Fuji, I am going to do a Christmas Cup this year. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the same format or if I'm going to do something else. But I want to do something for Christmas. So keep your eyes peeled. Obviously, you'll know when I know what I'm doing because you're a captain, so you'll find out first. Now, Vings are actually taking a ton of damage on these Dragoons. Not really sure what that was, but he does get the probe in. Does get a good skip. Wow, he actually sneaks the probe in past the bunker. That's what he was doing. I didn't even see the probe for a second. Ninja probe. But he is getting into the main base. See everything that's going on. See pretty much everything he could possibly want to see. Does get the probe stuck though, and it does go down. But yeah, he didn't see a starport, which is super important. He saw that Terra was going into an engineering bay. And I mean, in terms of tech, we don't really have any. We've only got 2-gate goon. It's going to be 2-gate power goon with range. Obviously, this map, if you get siege mode, you can defend this choke really well. So it's going to be really difficult to target the bunker or anything. So he is going to be pulling back. We're going to have a 1-base Robo coming in here from Ving. Oh, sorry, it's an expansion into Robo coming in from Vingzil. Oh, is he going to double expand? That could actually be a clever move against Terra. Yan saying a StarCraft Secret Santa. That would be cool, but unfortunately, all of the Terrans would just end up with DTs in their base. That would be what the Protoss player gives them. You like put a stocking up on your fireplace and like a DT sneaks out of it and you're like, how did you even fit in there? It's not fair. And then you should get angry and then you quit. So we're probably not going to do that. Okay, Citadel coming up as well as the Observatory. Now this could have, of course, be for Arbiter Tech. It could also be for a DT drop. The Obs, of course, very important to deal with mines. But with there's no third Nexus, so he decided to skip the third Nexus for now and add all of this tech in. Now he is going for an Observer first. With the second gas coming in this quickly, I think it's probably going to be an Arbiter Tribunal off the back of a Stargate. There is a third gateway being added on. No Templar Archive just yet though, so he could just still be going for Gateway Man style. But looks like this is going to be Templar Archives here. Nope. Not sure why that probe bothered moving over here to do that, but probes be probes, man. Stargate, Templar Archives coming in. 2 base Arbiter coming in from Vingzil. And I mean, Terra's pretty held up tight. He's gone for Siege Expand, which is one of the more older and safer builds you can possibly go for. The reason why it's not as common these days is it kind of puts you a little bit behind. It makes it a little bit harder to do timings. But we do have the Academy's done. No Armory just yet. And Terra could be going for his patented 6 fact here. He is building, well, he's going up to 5 for now. But these 5 factories actually a little bit later than you'd maybe want to get them off the back of the Siege Expand. You kind of want to cut Tegs and Vultures to just get them up super quickly. Now, obviously, this doesn't have to be an all-in. He could be looking to take third base, but he's added a lot of money into missile turrets that aren't really doing too much. They are going to stop the observers coming in, which is obviously going to help. You want to keep this you want to keep blindside the Protoss where you can. Now, the Vulture is going to be chilling out in this forest. Vingsil does see them, so he knows they're there. It means he's not going to likely be caught off guard by any mines. Now, I'm actually a little bit surprised that these Vultures managed to get out of the base. Oh, they almost died. Okay, I was going to say I didn't think they'd take any damage yet, but yeah, second gas is done for Terra, so he is going to be very aggressive here. And it's starting to get really cold in the UK. I just got a massive shiver down my spine. That wasn't very nice. The cool thing is, compared to the jail cell where I used to live, well, it wasn't a jail cell, but essentially that's what it looked like, and that's what it felt like sometimes. I had, like, the heating on from, like, beginning of September, but since I've moved in my new place, I've not had to have the heating on once. It's been amazing. I'm probably going to have to put it on after this, because it's actually getting really chilly, but yeah, that's just Britain. We're obviously getting into cold months. It's probably the coldest it's been since probably February, which is kind of normal, expected, but here we go. Terra going for a big push. He's going to try and attack a third base that he knows isn't there, but obviously assaulting from the forest is going to mean he's going to catch these Dragoons out, and that's a big chunk of Vingsil's army by going for so much tech early on. He doesn't have that many units, and look at this. Terra is wailing his way through this Protoss army. He's going to get turrets up here as well to help out. He's going to get his tanks sieged. There's a massive choke point there for Vingsil to go through. Now, there is going to be Zealots being dropped down. He actually scanned because he thought it was going to be DTs. But Vingsil's army is getting shredded here, and Terra is looking like he's going to take a very quick win in game number 2. Because Vingsil, I mean, he's going to have Arbiters, but what are they going to cloak when you lose everything? There we go. Vingsil taps out. GG. Terra wins the second game. Yeah, I just muted the wrong thing there. I meant to mute the game, but there we go. So, that was game number 2. Another quick game from NaS, really showing and putting the hurt on over NetWars, who have been a little bit weaker this season, missing Bonneth and True Touch. But we're going to be heading into game number 3, and now we're starting to head into the real powerful parts of... okay, it looks like Jesse replaced Koga, so that's a little bit unfortunate. So in game number 3, it's going to be a PvP. It's going to be Kingdom versus Jesse in obviously a PvP, and it'll be coming up right after this. See you guys very soon.
Outstanding. Rock and roll.
STPL does. Bio TVP. Wow! You got it. STPL does. Mass Scouts? No problem. Broadcast 3 nights a week on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 2100 CEST. Fantastic casting, fantastic production, fantastic prizes. Only here on the STPL. Did you know Reavers could be this radical? How did these lings even get here? All I know is that's one dead base. STPL does. Wraiths, Valkyries, Carriers, and Corsairs. Forget about it. You won't see that anywhere else. STPL does. STPL does. STPL does. STPL does. STPL does. DT's doing game-ending damage. Name a more iconic duo. We've even got carriers in PvZ. How amazing! A global team league on the scale you've never seen before. Don't see this in BWCL, STPL does. All that and more, only on this amazing 64-bit STPL. What BWCL don't. Impressed? I know I am. Why not support us on the link below? Patreon.com/kicks. But act fast. It's a limited offer.
Coast 103.5.
Okay, for our third map, we're going to be taking a look at Desperado, a 2007 MSL map. Once again, another relatively old map in this pool, but it led to some incredibly good games back in the day, and I'm looking forward to seeing how it will do in the modern meta as it works. Okay guys, welcome back. Sorry about the little bit of a delay there. I had to update the database to get Jesse in the correct team because Jesse moved from IRK to NetWars again. So, speaking of Jesse, let's introduce her here. We'll start with Kingdom actually because he's got more stats. Jesse is a new player in the STPL technically. No games have been played by her just yet, but let's have a look at Kingdom, who's been doing really well. Well, 37% win rate overall for NaS, but doing a really good job recently. In the last 10 games, he's won 4 of them, which isn't great, but still, he's been up against some incredibly strong opponents. And let's see how he does here against Jesse as we get into map number 3. It's going to be Neo Arkanoid, and it's going to be a PvP, and that should be a lot of fun. Okay, starting us off here in the bottom right-hand position, we have in the lime green, fighting for NaS, it's Kingdom. And his opponent spawning here in the bottom left-hand corner is a substitute for Kogut this week. It's going to be Jesse. Now Kingdom, as Jesse pointed out, being very mana, allowing his opponent to play Protoss, which is her main race. Obviously subbing in for someone last minute is quite difficult, but it's kind of necessary to make sure the games get played. This is a very important series for NetWars, and playing is better than giving a walkover win, especially when you're up against a team as strong as NetWars are, as NaS are even. So, looking forward to seeing a cool cool PvP on this map. I'm slowly starting to get casting fatigue. It's been 3 hours, 15 minutes now for me, so please go a little bit easier on me as time passes. It becomes harder to solo cast. But we've got Gateway first coming in for both players. And also, good to see you here, Future. Always nice to see you here, man. And I received a sub to Future, so I have all these cool Future emotes. Look at those. Someone gifted me the sub. I can't remember who it was off the top of my head. But huge thanks to that. Love Future stream. He's a great streamer. If you don't know who he is, he's not yet on an STPL team, but he was on media in Season 1. He needs to rectify the fact he's not on a team right now because, yeah, it's difficult. Oh wow, yeah. Future's got a new emote now. He's got the scout. Da 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 da. Oh, thank you, Wilhelm. Wait. Wilhelman. Okay, it's really hard to see your name. Sir. Thank you, sir. It's like, I'm the Georgian scout. Da 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 da, sir. Gonna drink my White Claws. Yeah, Gate into core for Kingdom. Gate into core for Jesse, almost at exactly the same time. Zealot with a monocle. Sir, emote. That'd be amazing. Okay, well, Jesse gonna look to expand towards her opponent, but of course neither player knows where their opponent is right now, so not really anything to be said about that. You can skip probes over the buildings. Zealot with a monocle sounds incredible. It does. It does, Wilhelman. Am I saying your name right? Wilhelman. The Zealot also needs to be wearing a white suit, like Colonel Sanders. That's how I imagine all people from Georgia. Just Colonel Sanders, all of them. And my chat just reconnected for some reason. I hate when it does that on the app. Makes it really difficult to tell what's going on. Now, one thing I do want to point out is we've had so many of you wonderful people watching today. Huge thank you to everybody who's come out and supported the STPL today. Obviously, a massive thank you to all our patrons as well, as they are making more STPL content possible. My goal is to make enough on Patreon to take one day off of work extra a week to mean I get more time to cast, more time to create content. I mean, I know I'm never ever going to be able to go full time with this, especially because Brood War isn't the biggest game. But if I can make a certain amount, I need to work out what exactly that amount is, and I can make it consistently monthly, then I'll cut my work hours down to 4 days a week and have an extra day for casting and hosting more events. So that's my goal. If you guys want to help, you can support on Patreon. We've got a lot of patrons already, and they all are incredibly generous. We actually said hello to a new patron today at $20, which is LG's Sabbath, so thank you very much. For my day job, I am an IT support technician, so I spend a lot of the day on the phone. Well, this week I'm at a client, so I get to avoid the phone, but I still have to help with people's IT problems. But yeah, that's my day job. I would like to cut it down to 4 days if I can. Obviously, longer term, I want to get like I want to branch out from support into something else, but I'm quite happy with my job right now. I've not really got any major reason to move. But cutting a day off would be nice, because it'd mean I'd get more time to make more production stuff, cast more events, and do stuff like that, so... Now, obviously Jesse's in chat, but I'm gonna assume that Jesse heard the call of arms from NetWars. Essentially, Poland was calling, and Jesse had to respond. Because NetWars are struggling a little bit. They lost their 2-star players in True Touch, and Bonith. Koga obviously is a dad, so he can't play all the time. Bonith has recently become a dad as well. Congratulations to him, of course. Now, what's going on? We've got 3 gateways for Kingdom into Observers with a second base. We have 3 gateways with no observers for Jesse, because Jesse has gone straight for 3 base. So Kingdom obviously is going to be able to scout this, but with equal gateways isn't really going to be able to do too much about it. And the observer still isn't done, so wait, is there an observer? Yeah, there is. Okay, Kingdom scouted it. He's already scouted it. I should have done red versus blue, but I like magenta too much. It's just this lime green is really hard to tell when it's a single observer. in the minimap. Okay, so Jesse is going to be the one to push through into the minimap a little bit quicker, but Kingdom is going to look to do the same thing. Now, everything is gearing up in this game to look like we may have a bit of a late game PvP here. Both players going to go up immediately into 3 bases. Obviously, Jesse getting her base a little bit quicker. But Kingdom with a quick attack. Now, Jesse does need to be careful because the quicker she breaks through, the quicker she opens her up to attack from Kingdom. Now, Kingdom does actually have a ton of units. Jesse has got 5 gateways now, so she's going to be getting up a lot of units soon as well. But with the Citadel coming in, there's going to be Templar, there's going to be Storm, there could be some DTs as well. And obviously Kingdom does have these observers spotting for how much army is actually out on the middle of the map. Now, if Jesse pushes into this choke, it's obviously going to be a concave versus a convex, and that is definitely going to go in the favor of Kingdom. So Jesse does need to be careful. Looks like she's going to pull back. Super important. What kind of... Okay, I don't know what shade of green this is. I said like lime green, but it's definitely not lime green. Lime green is more darker. I wonder what color this is called in the game. Oh, it's olive green. Oh, of course it's... Wait, but olives can be a lot darker than this as well. Okay, well, it's olive. So, olive green. I guess olive green makes a little bit more sense than lime green. Limes are certainly nothing like this color. Oh, this is a really completely unrelated thing, or unrelated stat to the game or whatever, but someone brought in Hershey's chocolate to the office where I work today, and I realized how much I hated it. And I think it was Ariador pointed out in Discord that apparently a chemical that's found in vomit and a bunch of other things is actually in Hershey's chocolate, which gives it its tang, and it just tastes horrible. Oh my god. Okay, it looks like Kingdom's gonna break out. Sorry to hate on Hershey's chocolate. Dairy Milk, well, Cadbury's have messed up now, but look at this. Kingdom with an overwhelming army size. He is pushing out into a choked up force though. But Kingdom definitely getting the better end of that engagement. Both supplies still very, very similar. And Jesse is going to pull back to another choke point here, which is going to be hard for Kingdom to break through. Nice kind of forethought by not breaking through everything, but actually pushing through the choke herself. Not going to be the best engagement. Kingdom has 2 observers on top of this army. Just a double scan, essentially. If there's a DT hiding within a DT, he can now see it, but luckily enough for him, there isn't. Now, Kingdom actually with 6 gateways now. Templar Archives is done. Storm is on the way. Storm is also on the way for Jesse. Cell at leg speed coming in as well. Now, Jesse's going to have to fall back to some more reinforcements. And Jesse also... Oh, Jesse's actually up to 7 gates now. 9 gateways coming in from Jesse. So if Jesse can hold on against this army, she is going to be in a really good spot. No one buys Hershey's thinking it's quality. I guess that's true. I must admit, like, even though I didn't like it, I still ate like 8 Hershey's Kisses, so I guess I'm a hypocrite. I just kind of needed chocolate. It was one of those days, but here we go. Looks like Kingdom going to push forward into Jesse's army. Jesse with a big number of Dragoons, though so does Kingdom. It's so weird just to see Dragoon versus Dragoon. Where are the Reavers? But obviously, Dragoon versus Dragoon, very microable. Looks like Jesse has done pretty well, but Kingdom is slowly breaking through, but no. Kingdom is getting pushed back again. This is a crazy PvP. Lots of back and forth so far. Hershey's Kisses are really small, Ari. Really, really small. It doesn't feel like you're eating anything. It's bad. Okay, so Kingdom going in for another engagement. Obviously, the defender's advantage not really coming into effect, but Storm coming in from Jesse. That's going to be a big deal. Now, if she can target down those damaged Dragoons, this could go a different way here, but looks like Kingdom pushing forward with some zealots now. They're going to eat up a lot of this Dragoon damage. The same goes for Jesse. The second storm, not ready just yet. So we're going to have to keep this High Templar alive. And Kingdom, despite having... Oh my god, Kingdom's actually got a load of units stuck over here. The rally point, a little bit too far forward on one of those gateways. The High Templar going down. Where is he getting all these units for? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 gateways. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's go back to the... I think there's about 7. So it's 8 versus 7 now, I think. That's just about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 gateways now for Jesse. So Jesse should realistically have more units. But where she's traded a little bit less efficiently, Kingdom actually still has a supply lead. So Jesse gonna engage once again with Kingdom in the middle of the map. There's actually no storm up here for Kingdom, which is kind of surprising. There's a lot of zealots here, which is gonna make it a little bit harder for Jesse. Did I count to 9 before? Sorry, it's 3.5 hours into my cast now. Okay, Kingdom doing a really good job, but Jesse finally looks like she's starting to get a hold of this engagement. The supply's starting to even up a little bit, and Kingdom's main bulk of his army has now gone down. Now there's still a couple of zealots that are stuck. There's even a few idle probes down here, but neither player are going to find it very easy to actually engage. Now we don't have Coffee Crisp, but we have something called Toffee Crisp. So I don't know what I mean. Obviously one's toffee, one's coffee. I don't know if they're the same company, but Toffee Crisp I think is actually made by the people who make Reese's. At least it's got similar branding. Okay, weirdly enough, there's been no storm drops. There's been no major damage done by either player. It's just been... I'm trying to think of the name of the map, but Jayun and TT1 play it quite a bit, where you just have... You don't build any units as such, like or you don't control the units. The units just like auto-run forward, and you have to kind of build specific buildings to make different units spawn. It reminds me like that. Both of them have just been throwing gateway units into each other over and over again. Oh, Desert Strike, that's it. Thank you, Ariador. Now, looks like Kingdom is going to maybe think about going around the top side. Obviously, going for some kind of flank here would be quite good, but look at this. There is a High Templar at the front. Needs to be careful if Jesse gets all their units stormed here. Oh, that's a big storm. Doing a ton of shield damage to these zealots. I mean, both players do need to start looking at taking a 4th base soon, but let's check the upgrades. 1-1 for Kingdom, 0-0 for Jesse, so that's certainly helping with the engagements, making Kingdom's units a little bit more durable. And here we go, another big engagement in the middle. Lots of units getting caught up in a choke here by Kingdom. They're getting a good trade so far. The Archon at the top doing a ton of damage to all of these units. Storm coming in as well. Where are the storms for Jesse? They don't seem to be here. And both players pushing forward once again. Kingdom getting definitely a better engagement this time, going up by 40 supply. But still, Jesse's doing really, really well. I mean, holding on just about. They're both trading armies really, really efficiently. But it looks like Kingdom may have swung the pendulum a little bit too far this time. And Jesse is going to be forced back again. Jesse actually getting some zealots trapped. Looks like Kingdom did save his, but wait. Did I miss the storm drop? Maybe that's where all the storms were. I did. Damn, sorry guys. Looks like I didn't kill much though, so... Okay, Kingdom push forward again. Jesse doing a really, really good... Oh, Jesse trying to hold on here. Nice storm, but Kingdom getting further forward. Obviously, if Kingdom wins this game, we'll be having a 3-0 win over NetWars, which is kind of why I want Jesse to win this game. But Kingdom pushing in now, up 68 supply. The storm drop was negated entirely by Kingdom. There's just so much... There's so many engagements going on, it's kind of hard to keep an eye on all of them. So Kingdom flowing in with a ton of additional units. Some Dragoons actually getting stuck at the top. Another Storm drop coming in here. This could be a little bit more impactful. There goes the Storm, getting a few probes, but not many. 57 for each, but Kingdom has broken the front. GG, Jesse taps out, and Kingdom wins game number 3. Okay, so game number 3 is won. Okay, we're gonna have to do this in a weird way. If we do this, no. Okay, game number 3, of course, was won by NaS. There was still a game number 4, so we'll go and watch it in just a second. But NaS winning 3-0 over NetWars is exactly what they need, as they want to catapult themselves further up the table. But let's quickly add the win for Kingdom. We'll load the next game after this short break, because I need to stand up because my legs are dying. So I'll be back in just a few minutes. See you guys very soon.
Never know what hit 'em.
And people like Kix, for example, who has an encyclopedic knowledge of every map that's ever been released on StarCraft. And
He's the map man! Skibidi on do do. Skibidi on do do. Skibidi on do do. He's the map man! Ba-da-ba-da-ba-dee da ba-ba-da-boop. Ba-ba-ba-da-boop. Bee-da-ba-ba-da-boop. Ba-ba-ba-da-boop. Everybody plays one way or the other, so check out my message to you. As a matter of fact, I don't let nothing hold you back. If Kix can do it, so can you. Gooba-dooba-dooba-dee-da-ba-ba-da-boop, ba-ba-ba-da-boop.
Please don't listen to him for maps.
yeah.
Neo Arkanoid also makes its appearance in STPL Season 2, a map from 2006. It's from the OGN Star League from back then, one of the early OSLs. And it's a semi-island map. I think one of the first of its kind that got major use after about the year 2004. It's one of a kind. I don't think I've ever seen another map like it. There's temples and power generators absolutely everywhere, making it very difficult to get through the middle of the map. But air units, of course, going to be very important here. The one problem all three races are going to have is the very easy to take second and third bases. They both have gas, but they are blocked by those chrysalises. so it makes it important to build a few aggressive units early on in order to get that second and third gas as soon as you can. Important thing to note, if you do open up that center, the rush distance is very... Okay guys, welcome back. We're here for game number 4 between NaS and NetWars. Starting us off for NaS, it's going to be Dragon, their captain, an amazing player, 11 for 1 against Protoss, an incredible win ratio, a 72% win ratio overall, rank 8 in the STPL, and his opponent for NetWars, it's rank 9 in the STPL, is a Yeti. He was a boss in Season 1. He's struggling a little bit in Season 2. I think he's having a few problems with his wrist, but hopefully he'll be able to come back on top form soon. 68% win ratio for him. He's 7 for 1 against Zerg, so equally strong players here. This should be an incredible final game. As we get into our 4th and final map here, it's going to be Carthage 3. CVP on this map, 4 for 3 in favor of Zerg, so Dragon has a very slight edge, but not a massive one. And let's get into our final game of the evening. It's been a 3.5 hour cast, and it's been amazing, so let's go into game number 4. Okay, starting us off here in the top left-hand position, we do have the blue Protoss fighting for NetWars. It's Yeti. And his opponent spawning down here in the peach as the Zerg. It's Dragon. Apparently Dragon has wrist problems as well, and TT1 saying Brood War ends careers, which is why he doesn't play, he just watches Brood War on Twitch and chats. TT1 is the ultimate chat crafter. He's good at talking, not so much good at playing. Same as me. I'm like S rank chat craft, B rank actual StarCraft, and I'm hoping people think I'm A rank at Castcraft, but we'll never know. Okay, so Yeti scouting after a forge, so it's going to be a forge fast expand here from him. Dragon going to be going for an overpull into 2 additional drones. Likely going to go for a 12 hatch behind this, but could go for a gas first. Now, actually going to opt to a drone scout even. Now, Dragon, as I said before, I mean, he's got a ridiculously good win rate against Protoss. He's actually got the highest win streak, I think, of any player ever in the STPL, with 11 wins against Protoss in a row. Yeti is his highest win streak against Zerg was 5. He's currently on a streak of 2. Now, their average game length against each other's races is around the same. It's around 14 minutes, 15 minutes. So I expect we'll probably get a game around that duration, but obviously we can't be too sure. Games on this map tend to be a little bit longer. Now, Yeti going for a Nexus and a Gateway before a cannon. Very dangerous to do. But he does have a probe in the base, sees only 2 lings were hatched, so feels like he can get away with it. And he is going to, so that's something. Gas coming in here for Yeti. The probe is still alive in the main base. Yeti doing a really good job microing this probe. It's so difficult to keep your scouting worker alive. Like, it's really, really hard. Looks like Yeti's gonna get caught. I cast the curse and I'm sorry, Yeti. That was all my fault. Whoops. 3rd hatchery coming in here for Dragon. And streamer coming out with some like Russian smiley face with a weird Y and a B. I don't know what that means, but maybe that's XD bit in the Russian keyboard. That's kind of funny. Okay, core coming in for Yeti even. Now, I do apologize if I've lost a lot of energy. I've been up since 7 AM, so please do forgive me. It's obviously been a long day of casting as well. We're at 3 hours, 40 minutes now, and we've had some amazing games, but I've been solo casting all of them, so things do get a little bit hard after about the 3 hour mark. I'm going to try and keep the energy up for our final game here. It's between two of my favorite players to watch in the STPL as well. So, Dragon, obviously a beast against Protoss. Also a beast as Protoss as well, and Yeti an absolute beast against Zerg. So Citadel coming in first for Yeti. He's gonna show that off to the Overlord as well, not worrying at all. There is a probe in his main base again, so doing a pretty good job scouting around. Sees the Spire. This is when we're likely going to see the Stargate start. There we go. Okay, the Overlord's going to get taken down. Nicely done by Yeti. Obviously going to force an extra Overlord being built. It's not often you'll see a Protoss player make Dragoons that early. But the thing is, Yeti had a perfect scout for so long that he knew there was no Hydras coming. He knew there was no mass Ling flood. So he knew he could get away with it. So built that Dragoon. Going to help him out a little bit. Dragoon's obviously not the best against Lings, but Dragon getting a few of his units stuck in the middle of the map. Templar Archives coming in, Corsair on the way, and just to kind of reiterate how good both of these players are, we have a top 10 of, let me check how many actual players are in. I wonder if there's a way of checking how many players are actually in the whole thing. There probably is. I don't want to get the number especially now, but actually registered to play, there are, how many players? There's 677. Now, a lot of those haven't played. I think in terms of actual players, there's around 200 and... I think there's 257 ranks, and 257 has all of the people that haven't played yet, because I saw Jesse was on that before. So, these two players are standing on the top 10 of all of those players, and that... There's literal pro gamers in this series, or in this in the STPL. We've got Mind and Best. I know they don't play very often, so obviously that means their ELO doesn't go up super high. But still, Yeti, he's beaten Bjol. Dragon has beaten some incredible players as well, and Yeti's going to go in with a DT here. Now, the one problem Yeti has is Dragon, his main race is Protoss. He obviously off-races as Zerg, so he doesn't have to play his EVP. So I guess Zerg is kind of his main race as well. But look at this. Oh, the DT trying to go in. The Overlord's still there, though. Oh, don't lose the DT. Losing the DT would be tragic. Oh, it's so close. The Overlord. Oh, the DT goes down. Now there's Muteless in the mineral line here from Dragon. Let's see how much damage he can do. Obviously the cannon going to be doing a lot of damage to these Mutas, so does need to be careful. But the Corsair did manage to get the Overlord and fly back. Not too much probe damage being done by Dragon here, but still pretty good. Now I see people talking about 2v2. Now, Warcraft 3 isn't actually... You know how StarCraft Remastered launched without a proper ranking system? That's going to be Warcraft 3, so... There is going to be problems with Reforged. Obviously, they can get the 2v2 matchmaking working a little bit quicker because the team is a lot bigger. But I'm hoping as soon as Reforged launches, Grant will be able to get the help he needs. And obviously, they'll have all the code from the matchmaking system in Warcraft 3 Reforged. And hopefully they'll be able to put that together with the code in the StarCraft Remastered engine and get the 2v2 matchmaking working. Warcraft 3 is massively popular. Warcraft 3 now is actually bigger than StarCraft Remastered. Warcraft 3 obviously took off majorly in China. Okay, we got 1 kill. We got 2 kills. 2 kills on the DT, not that great, but still not the worst. Yeah, but Grubby gets a ton of viewers every day. The Warcraft 3 scene outside of China is massive as well. Like, there are tons of really good foreign players. Obviously, there's still some good Koreans in Moon and Lin. They don't play as actively, I don't think. I know Lin does. Lin did pretty well in the big Chinese tournament recently, but China is definitely dominating in that game at the moment. Along with, I think Happy's come back, he's doing pretty well. Grubby's not so much doing as well in tournaments, but he's more become like an educational streamer. Now, Corsair's +1 attack is not done, so just need to be careful with these. Flying them back from the Nihilist here. And Todd was a Warcraft 3 player as well, and he's playing a lot of Warcraft 3 again, so kind of cool. Essentially, most of the StarCraft 2 casters all came from Warcraft 3, like all the big ones anyway. Obviously, Tasteless and Artosis came from Brood War, but Grubby, Todd, Rotterdam, the 3 of them all massive Warcraft 3 players. Obviously, they kind of switched over. I don't know if Rotterdam's going to play a lot of Warcraft 3 Reforged, but I know Todd and Grubby already are, so it's kind of cool. But the Corsair count getting lowered a little bit more by Dragon. Yeti trying to secure a 3rd base over here. Gonna find it difficult. Zealots here to eat some of the glaive shots, but... No, I actually like Warcraft 3 a lot, so I'm excited to play Reforged. Obviously, StarCraft is my love, because I've played this game for a lot longer, but Warcraft 3's got a special place in my heart as well. It was like the second... Well, I kind of started with StarCraft and had a break for a bit and played Warcraft 3 for a while, and then I came back to this game, but I really did enjoy my time with Warcraft 3. Back to Warcraft, an amazing caster duo. If you're going to watch some Warcraft 3 content, I would definitely check out their channel. They cast so much. Like, I don't know how Neo and Remo do it, but especially Neo is casting like all the time, and he's also holding down a normal job as well. So big shout outs to him. I think he works like 3 or 4 days a week and then does a lot of casting on the weekend. But I mean, that's my ultimate goal, to do that as well. One thing to note about this game is both players are trading blows pretty efficiently. Neither player has really done a huge amount of damage to each other, so looks like we are going to have a relatively long game on our hands. Now, we're actually getting close to the average game duration for these players right now, so could the game end in the next 2 minutes? The stats seem to think it will do. Okay, that was a juicy storm. Just imagine if it... Oh, that's a nice storm as well. Let's check the upgrades. 1-1 for Yeti. 0-0 for Dragon, so definitely a good engagement. This could actually be that 14-minute victory that both of these players seem to enjoy, but obviously does need to be a little bit more careful. Dragon is trying to take a 4th base. He doesn't have that much in terms of observers, so he does need to be careful where he's pushing. And Yeti going to try and break up into this 4th base just to go on. We'll go back to chat in a second, but let's see if Yeti can break through this base. Lots and lots of damage coming down from the Lurkers on these Zealots. Some Zealots coming in from the back. Some of the Lurkers actually on burrowing. Gonna re-burrow into a storm almost, but nicely done by Yeti so far. This base is gonna go down, I believe, but no. Here comes Dragon from behind with a ton of Lings. A ton of Lurkers as well. And is he going to be able to trade away on this army? That's a big storm, though. Getting a ton of units. Let's have a look at the kills on the High Templar. 7 on that Archon. 8 on this one. Crazy kills by Yeti here, but more and more Lings. More I thought that was a DT in the mineral line, but no, Storm's coming down. He does kill the hatchery, but he does lose most of his army to do it, so does need to be careful. The Archon, unfortunately, the Hero Archon going to go down. These High Templar very close to going down, but he has cleared the base, and that is the important thing. Now these Corsairs are doing a ton of damage to the Overlords, just being as annoying as humanly possible. Now we've got a little bit of a lull. I'll just respond to something TT1 said in chat. He said he's never played the StarCraft 1 or StarCraft 2 campaigns, which while I feel that that's a big problem because they're so good, honestly, how would he make time to play the campaigns with all his time sat in stream chats? Let's be honest. How can you get S rank in Chatcraft if you're not chatting all the time? It takes hours. You need a lot of practice for Chatcraft. And sorry TT1, I called you out again, but it was just funny. I was just bringing up something you said earlier. Okay, Yeti looks like he wants to break through the temples in the middle. Either that or his units are a little bit confused at where they want to go. I'm sorry, TT1. You know I love you, man. You're amazing. I thank you a lot for always coming out to watch the STPL as well. It means a lot. You keep the chat active. Genuinely, I know I keep going on about Chatcraft, but honestly, I feel like if you played in more tournaments, you would win a lot of tournaments because you are genuinely really, really good at the game as well. So, not really too much going on in terms of actual engagements other than Yeti killing the temples. Let's check the upgrades. 1 Carapace for the Zerg, 1-1 on the melee. We've got, if I can click, 2-1 for the Protoss. Let's check the gateway count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 gateways. 9 gateways if you count the one at the front. +2 armor is coming in. +3 attack is coming in. The 4th base is coming up here for Yeti now. Dragon pushing to his own 4th base, getting the 5th base, or this is the 4th base. This will be his 5th base, but here we go. Yeti going in once again. Does need to be very, very careful though, because these Hydras are going to do a ton of damage to pretty much everything that Yeti has. Okay, does need to be careful. These Lurkers obviously going to be doing a ton of damage to all of Yeti's army. The Zealot's very, very weak. He does have good upgrades, but Lurkers don't really care about that. Now, luckily enough for Yeti, he hasn't gone up against attack damage upgraded Lurkers, so that's not a big deal. But here we go. How many storms do we have? A good number. At least 5, maybe 6 if this has got 2. He does have Kadarian Amulet as well, so he's going to be able to get 3 storms on each of these High Templar. Maybe this is why he's choosing not to engage just yet. Now, the funny thing with Storm is it's very, very powerful, but it's offset much like a lot of the spells are in Brood War with just how hard it is to actually cast it. So, makes it a little bit more difficult. That's what balances Brood War a lot of the times. It's just the mechanics required to do the things are actually quite hard. Now this, oh my god, that Storm was juicy. Look at that Storm. 10 kills, 10 lings. Now, do we have Hive yet? Yes, we do. Defiler Mound is done. More upgrades coming in. And Yeti, once again, looking to try and break his way through. Storm would be very good here. Storm going to be very, very important to deal with these cracklings. But Yeti's army getting caught up a little bit. We're looking like we're going into a very, very long game. But Yeti needs to be careful. He can't afford to be losing this army. But that Storm, once again, an amazing Storm. 22 kills, 10 kills, and 7 at 11. Wow. So many units killed by Storm in this game so far. The Archon going to start racking up the kills as well. Yeah, 7-11. Nice. Okay, that always worries me. If you like hide a Lurker underneath an Observer, obviously it makes it harder to attack it without killing your own Observer. But luckily enough, Yeti, too good to worry about that, is going to attack move the ground. Now, the 5th base is up for Dragon. unable to get a 6th base just yet. Yeti is taking a 5th base now and unable to get this 6th. Now this base does have full gas, it has full minerals, but the base in the middle does not. The base in the middle is a mineral only, and oh my god, Yeti's actually losing all his army. Okay, that was a little bit unfortunate. A little bit of a misclick there, running all of his units back into the lurkers, but look at the number of zealots heading their way down. 3-2 upgraded now. Very, very powerful zealots, and reavers are on the field. Okay, Zealot's going to try and engage into this, but obviously Lurker's going to do a ton of damage. Look how quickly the Zealots are melting to all these Lurkers with Storm coming in. Swarm is great, but not against Zealots. But oh, the Zealots running into the Storm. A ton of damage going down on them. He cleans up all the Lurkers, but he does lose all of his army. At least most of it anyway. He's going to pull back with what he's got left, but he still holds the supply lead. And Yeti, he doesn't have a massive bank. Dragon has nearly 2k. And obviously he's going to be spending a lot more minerals than Yeti is. So this mineral only base is going to come in very, very handy now. A lot of Ling's going to be heading in for a counter, it looks like, onto this base. There is a ton of cannons here already. There's going to be 3 High Templar heading up here with Storm. And this is not likely going to be fated to go well, but here we go. He's going to push forward. I'm getting really cold right now, so I'm kind of shivering, which isn't great. Can't believe it's so cold, but here we go. Storm coming down on the Hydras, on the Lings. So much damage being done by these High Templar. And Dragon loses a load of army again. A couple of Corsairs going to come back in. He does have +1 attack, so they are going to melt through these Overlords. An Observer sees the 6th base attempt coming in. Overlords I thought were going to be used for drop. Not quite just yet. He's going to move that there to deal with any DTs. And Dragon is trying to sneak a 7th base on Yeti's side of the map. Now this should not work. And obviously the way the map splits is going to split horizontally. So if Dragon can steal any money from... Oh no, he's not going to be able to. Yeti's going to go and expand up there as well. So here we go. He's going to see it. This hatchery is going to die. Now, do we have any additional gateways in? Still, well, he's added 1 additional gateway now. He's up to 10. We have a ton of units kind of spread out everywhere. Let's check the hatchery count. We've got 1, 2. Greater Spy coming in. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 hatcheries now for Dragon. His macro is going to really start to explode. But where he's been trading so many units away for so long, his bank is actually running out and he's starting to lose a ton of Overlords. Yeah, I'm not planning on getting sick. I'll turn on my heating after this. Okay, so a Defiler getting cleared here. Where does this Nidus Canal go to? Oh, it's going over to this 6th base. That's actually quite clever. Gives him options to go both sides down the map, but Zealot's going to be moving forward. Yeti never really engaging with all of his army at once. Corsair getting taken out down here. Storm going down on a couple of Lings. Not doing as much as maybe some of the other Storms have done, but the one thing missing from Yeti's play here is multi-prong attacks. Like, if he sent a couple of DTs down here to this bottom right base while this was going on, I think he would have won the game by now, but he's still in an amazing position. Dragon, though, doing amazing as well. Now, 3 carapaces done for our Protoss player, but no ranged attack. It's all going on Zerglings. 3-3. Is there going to be an Ultra Cavern on the way? I didn't see one before. So no Ultra Cavern, it's just literally 3-3 Lings. Oh, this High Templar has got 3 Storms, doesn't want to waste them. Oh, he's not going to use them. Oh, loses 2 Storms there, a little bit unfortunate. Does have another High Templar up here with full energy though, so all is not lost. The cannons going to be saved by this plucky Reaver at the very back. And another engagement in the middle. Kind of hard to keep track of what's going on here. I'm slowly starting to not doze off as such, but I'm getting kind of exhausted from casting so much. So gonna have to pay extra attention to the minimap to make sure I don't lose any or miss anything amazing. Now, we finally have a shuttle up here, so Storm Drop would be very powerful against these bases. Look how many drones there are. It's 72 probes against 62 drones now. Yeti has taken his 6th base. And Dragon is looking to set up a big engagement over it to see if he can knock Yeti's bases down. Okay, lots of lings. Archon's obviously going to do a ton of damage. 22 kills on this Archon. Does go down, but the Lurkers get on the high ground. Now, we do have Guardians coming in, and Guardians are going to be very, very powerful here. They're going to be able to siege down these bases, and because he lost all of his Corsairs earlier, there's not really going to be too much Yeti can do about it. Now, Storm is very powerful against Guardians. Let's actually zoom in to watch them morph, because it looks really cool when they pop out the eggs. There we go. Whoosh. Okay, we've got tons of Reavers here from Yeti. Yeti is completely ready to fight the ground game here, but can he kill the Guardians? Nice split by Dragon. I mean, the Guardians are going to take up a lot of these storms. Oh my god, the storm on the Hydras there did so much. 7 kills. 7 kills. And more storms coming in. The Guardians have not really made up their name, but look at this. Dragon, he's taken out the 6th base of Yeti. And this is what he needs to do. He needs to find an opening here. The Reaver's on the high ground, though, doing so much to all of these links. But he needs to secure the 6th base. Either that, or he needs to kill this of Dragons. And at the moment, he's kind of unable to do either. And obviously, whoa, that Scarab went really far out the way. The problem you have going Reavers is it's slowly using up your money. And money isn't infinite in Brood War. And look at this, Dragon gonna expand here. He's gonna get one of the Robos. Is there gonna be Corsairs or Scouts? Oh, it's gonna be Corsairs. Scouts would actually be better against Guardians than Corsairs would, but unfortunately we don't all get what we want. Okay, he does clear a couple of extra Guardians. I'm surprised. Did I just miss a Storm Drop? Or a DT or something? He lost a load of drones. What did he lose it to? Huh. That is so strange. Oh, it looks like he... Wait, did he just transfer them away? Huh. Okay, well, Reaver's going to be running forward here. Another Guardian on the offensive. There's not really too much that can shoot up. The Reaver's obviously going to be super important. Some of the drones getting taken down as they try to expand up to the top left. A massive plague, as the Korean castles would say, plague. But yeah, nice storms going down. The Archon's getting on top of the drones. Oh my goodness, this is going to be a lot of drone kills. It was only 3. I thought there was more. But Storm doing so much, Reaver's doing so much, but Yeti... Well, I thought Yeti was running out of money, but he's not. It's Dragon that's running out of money. Yeti still has a massive bank. He can last all day on the bases he has. Dragon needs to expand again. Dragon is actually the one who is mining out his bases first because he's been trading so well. Like, Yeti's been really passive this game, but it's worked out. Now, Dragon has actually added on some additional drones, which I don't necessarily feel he needs at this stage in the game, but he's trying to make something happen, and it's kind of strange, because this could still go either way. Let's double check all the upgrades. Obviously, it was 3-3. It's 3-3-2 for Protoss. And is there even an... so the Lurkers are on 2-3 now. So we do have +2 ground attack. Now Guardians are on 0-0. But the funny thing is, it's just weird seeing so many Guardians just not be... Oh, we've finally got some Corsairs coming in. There we go. Oh, Plague. Gets a few of his links, but he's going to consume it anyway. Now Dragon is trying to expand to the 11 o'clock position again. The Corsair is going to take out a good number of Overlords again, but does need to be careful because they have been plagued. You cannot replenish your health from Plague as Protoss, so that's really frustrating. But not much he can do. Now Zealots are obviously pretty powerful. We've got some Reavers in here as well. 3-2 upgrades. I wonder if he's got the Reaver Scarab damage upgrade. Oh, Plague on the Reavers. Oh, one of the Reavers goes down. A massive Plague on the Zealots again. Dragon may... it's so hard to call. Dragon has got so low supply, yet he has got so many Zealots. They've been plagued, but it doesn't seem like it matters. I think Yeti's going to break through Dragon's army here. Yeti has done such a good job this game, so has Dragon, but it looks like eventually the power of efficiency is coming through in the Protoss army, but no, there's more Guardians coming in, and there's nothing that shoots up. A lot of the drones going down, the base is going to go down as well, but Yeti is losing his army. Storm on the Guardians. This is the last bastion of what Dragon actually has, though. Man, I have no idea where this game is going. We've got probes running in to try and distance mine now from that base. They're going to be running through a lurker. What is happening? Huh. Well, we know the replay's not bugged because the money's going down, but this is so strange right now. Guardians on their own are keeping Dragon in this game, and Dragon's going to try and expand up to the top left again. Now, we do finally have some additional Corsairs coming in. They are going to be able to clean up these heavily damaged Guardians, and no upgrades means they die very, very quickly to these +1 upgraded Corsairs. Now, Yeti is broke. He's no longer mining. Dragon is barely mining, but he is at least mining in this game. And I think Dragon has held on long enough that he's actually going to win the game, because there's Reavers here. They do have the Scarab damage and capacity upgrade, but he can't replenish the Scarabs. This is it. This is everything. Oh my god, that final Scarab there was ridiculous. Can he kill all of the Zerg army before he runs out of money? That is the question. He needs to secure another base. He cannot. He has 52 probes that are unable to mine. He cannot rebuild his Scarabs, although he's got 10 on this one. Somehow this guy has not attacked once. Okay, finally he's attacked. Plague coming in. Another base is going to go down here, though. But look at the units coming in from Dragon. This has been an absolutely fantastic PvZ. And it's been a pleasure to be able to watch it. We've got probes transferring. Oh my god, probes are transferring through lurkers again. Oh man, this is so unfortunate. The pathing not really helping out Yeti here. Now Yeti's still trying to hold on. He doesn't have that many units remaining. If he can keep the Reavers alive, if he can start distance mining, maybe he can hold on. But Dragon is still mining properly. There is a storm here. It's pretty much nothing but Hydras. The Hydras do have 2-3 against the 3-2-2 of our Protoss opponent here. Or 3-3-2, sorry. Okay, there's a single High Templar here running through a Lurker. This is not what I want. Wait. He dodged the Lurker Spine? Why can't I dodge a Lurker Spine with a Stim Marine? And he can do it with a walking High Templar. Oh my goodness. Oh, a Whiffed Storm. That's not a thing you want. This is so crazy. It all comes down to this final engagement, essentially. But there is a ton of Storm here. The Reavers still have Scarabs. Yeti is getting ready to build another expansion. Now, can he keep the Reavers alive long enough? Can he hold on? He lifts both of them up. He's going to get on the high ground. Big storms going down, but he's storming his probes. They're so close. This engagement is ridiculous. What a game. Oh, the shuttle goes down. Oh, no. There's 2 Guardians. The Guardians are going to kill everything. Does he have any storm? He's got 1 storm. The storm isn't enough to kill a single Guardian. There we go. Oh, my goodness. Is this going to come down to 2 Guardians? It is. There's nothing that can shoot up for Yeti anymore. He can't afford it. He's not building a Nexus. He's added on units. But the last remaining... Wait, where are all his probes? Oh no, the Scarabs are shooting on the... Oh, the Scarabs are shooting on the gas. You don't want this. You don't have money. I'm wincing right now because Yeti... Oh my god, they're both tied up in supply. Dragon is almost mined out. He's actually got minerals left in his natural somehow. But he can't kill the... Oh, he can't kill the Guardians. Look how slowly this is dying, though. Okay, the Reaver's still trying to hold on. Yeah, he needs to kill the shuttle. The shuttle is the one thing keeping Yeti in the game right now. Now, where are the probes? There's some probes up here. There's 1 probe here. There's 37 of them somewhere. They're all at his base over here. So... The Scourge is out here finally. Is there a Corsair? Yes, there is. Why is he not killing everything with the Corsairs? Oh, he's trying to bait the Scourge into the observers, I think. The drones are all setting up to the top right because look at this. Dragon is almost mined out. Oh, the Archon coming in. This is a big, big deal. Oh my god, the storm on these drones could be amazing. Oh my... No, he uses the storm on the Lings. Okay, he's going to try and keep the Archon alive. Oh, the Archon's going to go down. Just imagine that juicy storm on the Lings, but the Reavers are here. Oh my god, the Scourge. Oh no, he lost the... he lost the shuttle. The Reaver's going to go down. 38 kills. Oh, 44. There's going to be both players mining from a base. The Corsairs are here and they didn't save the shuttle. Oh, Yeti's going to be kicking himself after this. He could have won the game. Oh, the Guardian's going to clean everything up. Yeti has nothing left. A single Zealot. All that remains of Yeti's army going down immediately. The probes trying to get any form of money he can. The Corsairs finally coming in. But it's just not enough. Dragon, after an excruciatingly long PvZ, wins game number 4. Yeti taps out and NaS take the 4-0 sweep. What a game. Oh, I need to change that. I know I've made that worse. What a game. Oh my goodness. 36 minutes of pure PvZ goodness. Complete trades on both sides for so long. The map was almost mined out. The only base remaining, essentially, was the one they were both fighting over. A critical mistake by Yeti at the very end of the game. He'd obviously been through so much through the whole thing that he just forgot he had his Sayers. And the Sayers could have saved him. But unfortunately, that does mean we're going to have a 4-0 sweep for NaS over NetWars. Obviously good for NaS, not so good for NetWars, but regardless, we all had an amazing series, and especially an amazing final game. Okay, so 4-0 sweep there for NaS. Eon taking down Ziggy, Terra taking down Vingsil, Kingdom taking down Jesse, and Dragon taking down Yeti. Just 1 second. And just want to say that was an incredible series. Thank you all for joining me. I've noticed we've had pretty much nearly the highest viewers the STPL has ever had, so if you've tuned in for the first time, I hope you've enjoyed yourself. Just like to do a big shout out to both our sponsors. Firstly, Liquipedia for donating the $500 towards the initial prize pool, as well as going to arrange a bracket contest at the end. That's why we are the Liquipedia STPL. And also to Matcherino, you can help donate to Matcherino completely free. Follow this link here, the Matcherino link below. Enter the code LSTPL after logging in, and you can donate 50 cents to the prize pool, courtesy of Matcherino, completely free. So massive thank you to both of those. A huge thank you to the patrons we have, and a massive thank you as well to the people who have donated Matcherino towards the prize pool. It's been a great day of casts for me. Thank you very much for tuning in with me. And I'll see you guys on Monday for some more STPL action. Have a very good morning, afternoon, or night, wherever you are. And I'll see you guys next time. Of course, let's have a look at the standings. I completely forgot that was the end of the week, so 1 second. If someone wants to start their stream, by the way, I'll raid you, because we don't actually have anyone to raid right now. Let's go back. Let's have a quick look at the team rankings. What I'll do is I'll record this as well so I can upload it to Twitter. This is how things stand at the end of week 6. We're going into week 7, starting Monday. And that is halfway through the group stage of the STPL season 2. Just having a quick look here. So Seoul at the top, 6-0. Valhalla in second, 5-1. NaS moving up to third place with 4-2, with a +8 win ratio, or win difference. NaS dropping to, White Clan dropping to 4th behind NaS. Bull dropping to 5th, very close behind them. IRK moving on up to 6th. Rev staying around 7th. I don't think they moved. Red staying around 8th. I don't think they moved. EF in 9th. Ash in 10th. Nice in 11th. DM in 12th. NetWars in 13th, dropping down 1 position. And Psystorm in 14th at the bottom at the end of week 6. So the NASSL is at 90 minutes, so I can't host them. Damn, that's annoying. But you guys, if you are not in Europe and you don't need to sleep, or you're in Europe and you don't need to sleep, I'd watch the NASSL qualifiers. They're really, really entertaining. I think Doc Holiday is going to be casting again. Not 100% sure, but I'm just going to quickly record this screen for myself for a couple of minutes. Oh, not a couple of minutes, like 10 seconds, and then we'll get raiding someone.